Hat Stereotypes, Episode 5, The Demoman by SoundSmith.
Right. Demoman. A lot of people actually dislike Demo. I guess because of stickies. That kind of makes sense because they're really not fun to play against, and I don't know, it's kind of boring to just play with stickies. But Demomans, for the most part, are actually pretty chill. I mean, sure, like all classes, there are certain people who are just assholes. And it's my job to separate the assholes from the not assholes. Okay, this made sense in my head, I promise. Anyway, please remember that stereotypes do not necessarily mean everybody, so don't go getting triggered if your hat stereotype is something negative. Alright? Alright, let's get started.
I mean, I love how much of a science he has it down in later episodes. It's just super quick, like, hey, don't be weird.
This is the OG tryhard hat. And again, I'm not saying that in a bad way. When I say tryhard, I mean that they always try their hardest to win.
Yeah.
And that will usually involve stickies, so not many people will like playing against these guys. But that being said, it's really hard not to respect a good Glengarry demo. He'll carry the shit out of you if he's on your team, but he'll destroy you if he's not.
I'll see that. Yeah.
Well, there's a Quentin Tarantino joke to be made here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Not really sure what it is, though.
No.
One thing I did notice, though, is that these guys will tend to use the sticky jumper. And I don't blame them. Sticky jumper is super fun.
We tried that out a little bit last night on stream. I tried Sticky Jumper for a little bit, and it's honestly pretty fun.
Yep, this is a pretty obvious one. Always uses the caber, no exceptions. I mean, I don't know. I'd make an unexpected jihad joke here, but that'd probably be in bad taste, so...
Yeah. That was funny.
This guy has godlike pipe aim. No, I mean, seriously, like triple air shot and overhealed soldier out of the sky level pipe aim. It's kind of nuts, actually.
Pipes are so weird for me to aim. They're really weird.
Yep, he's a demo knight, and he knows all the trimp spots on every single map, so you can expect him to drop out of the sky with a giant-ass sword at any given moment.
Oh my god. When the VOD inevitably comes out, I got really spicy last stream because I was trying out Engineer, and we were on Harvest. Had a demo night just completely just fly over a roof and get me and the whatever I was building. I just nah. Dude, I couldn't hang. I could not deal with it. Oh,
this hat is a classic war pig. For those of you who don't know, a war pig basically means that players wearing the hat overestimate their own skill, and they'll more often than not get themselves killed because of it. Now, I'm not saying that Scotch Bonnet demos are all bad, but they think they're way better than they actually are.
Yeah, just pick your fights accordingly.
Always uses the loose cannon. This guy's got double donks for days. Oh, is that? You're walking through a choke point? Donked. Walk around a corner? Donked. You're hiding in the spawn room? Well, I don't know how, but you're gonna get donked.
Hilarious. That's peak performance. That's peak gameplay right there.
This guy uses the lock and load, aka the I can't aim pills with stock, so I use the increased projectile speed of the lock and load as a crutch.
I mean, that's gonna be me, honestly. Like, I was doing stock. Those are I'm not used to the parabolic arcs, right? However, even swapping to Iron Bomber, like those shoot a little weirder because they're straighter generally, but the physics are so strange for Demoman's weapons. It's gonna be a long learning curve.
Grenade launcher. Now, just to clarify, I have no issue with the lock and load being used for its intended purpose, which is destroying sentries, but it really, really bugs me when people use the lock and load in a situation where there aren't sentries. I mean, it does the same damage as stock against players, so you'd just be better off with stock. It's the very definition of a crutch.
I mean, we talked about this last night where I've heard nothing positive out of any SoundSmith video I've watched, or any video, right? Was it the cow mangler, the energy weapons, right? I've heard everybody say these weapons are garbage. I am magnetized to those things on stream. Like, it is wild how many of those I eat. And I'm just like, am I just bad? Well, that's a rhetorical question. I am pretty bad. But I don't know. Like, that's such a weird one because I've heard nobody talk positively about those. And like, whether a weapon is designed for something or not, like, if it's you, like, this goes without saying, right? It's the inherent like understanding, right? This is just memeing in regards to why are you not using it for its intended purpose? Like, if the weapon is used and it's a valid kill, it's a valid kill. Because I know there's people online who do get weird about that. Amazing.
So you know those flogged pyros who will just tape down their left mouse button and walk at you? Well, this is the demo equivalent, but with the sticky launcher and the right mouse button. I don't think I've ever seen a Hustler's Hallmark demo fire a sticky that he didn't detonate as soon as it was armed.
Hilarious. It's actually peak.
Well, this used to be a try-hard hat, and I guess in some ways it still is. But one thing I've noticed about these demos is that they tend to be pretty chill as well. Like, he's the type of guy who will destroy you in an actual match, but then you'll want to go and grab a beer with him after all is said and done. I like these
that.
guys.
Yeah, that's fairly respectable. I love that.
Oh, this guy. This guy thinks he's God's gift to the TF2 community. I mean, I get that some people wear this hat ironically, but just jeez, man. The ego on this guy could fill up that entire crater at the end of PL Frontier. This guy's pretty good with pipes. But, you know, he's also probably high right now, so...
Makes sense.
Yes, he does have a crit screeg up his ass 24/7. And
Hilarious.
yes, he is spamming stickies into your spawn right now.
That's actually a really interesting point to make in regards to getting pocketed by a medic, getting pocketed by a crit screeg or like metagun. Because if I make like I was playing heavy a little bit last night, and like I had a medic glued to me for part of that, and like I think I went like 25-4 or something like that. It was a heavy like center control point map. I don't remember which one it was. But like I don't really count that because being able to defend a control point with and without a medic is just an inherently like different, like it's there's so many variables that are just so different, right? So it's sure you can say, well, you went 25-4, but I mean, I can corroborate, if you have a medic, just tied to you, just glued to you, that has a different connotation than going 25-4 and using some, with map knowledge, where the med kits are, or using the sandwich, right? Like, there's a little bit of a different connotation there. Sure, 25-4 is 25-4, but there is that funny asterisk, much like the video, right? Obligatory SoundSmith is salty joke asterisk, right? Like, there is an asterisk of, okay, but you did have a medic literally tied to you. So while you did do the thing, technically the value of that is a little different. Yeah, I just mute those at this point.
Whoa. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Well, a couple of things, actually. One, but SoundSmith, the bounty hat is all class. Why are you doing it on the demo video?
I actually just, I don't, if something was class specific first, I don't know. My subjective bias is I don't like them being all class. They should just be tied to their class. Like, that one still is a weird one to me.
You didn't do the team captain for Soldier. Well, this is a bit of a special case. See, people actually wear the team captain on Medic and Heavy, but nobody wears the bounty hat on anything except the Demoman. So I'm doing it here. Okay,
Right.
2. Now, I actually need to explain this part first because I'm about to pull off the hardest read you have ever seen.
Hit me with
Now,
it.
I'm
I'm
actually
ready.
recording this on October 19th, so one day before the Hat Stereotypes Pyro video goes up. And I guarantee you that somewhere in the comments, someone is going to say something along the lines of, oh, for the demo video, I bet he's just going to do the bounty hat and the Dangerous 2 and play ear rapey pan sounds and play the demo pan music in the background. Wow, you're so unoriginal. Oh, you just copy such and such YouTuber, blah, blah.
Dude, I hate this. Like criticism is fine, right? Like, that's fine, right? Like, Kip, you don't need to pause for 10 minutes every 30 seconds. That's 20 minutes of just yapping. Yes. No, that's absolutely correct, right? And that's up to me to make sure I'm properly limiting conversations, right? That's valid criticism. Value has been gained here. Calling something predictable, unoriginal, etc., despite someone, literally trying, okay, but what are you talking about? Well, why is it unoriginal, right? I don't know. This is a weird sticking point because not only do I do YouTube in a small capacity, right? But I also like am part of the reaction sphere. I have tried, man. I have tried breaking out time and time again. It's why I focus so hard on the gaming channel, right? But like, I don't know. Like, it's just at a certain point, you also just dismiss those comments. Like, I did a on the newer one of the new channels I did a video on the problem Destiny 2 currently has, and just saw some comments of just like whole videos an L, and it's like explain why it was an L, like explain, enunciate. But it's realistically right. The social interaction there is it is a comment that it is a passing comment with low, if any, investment put into it. And if anything, it just helps boost your algorithm. So just ignore it, right? Unless it's actively calling you a slur or something heinous, unless it's actively targeting you with your harassment, just don't even report it. Just leave it, right? However, I do also would like to add on to his onto this point. It's been very interesting. I know this video is 8 years ago, but even back then and into current day, it's interesting to see a lot of YouTubers fighting back against a lot of comments at this point. Just if you're gonna leave a comment, like, don't feel afraid to leave comments on videos, right? If you have a point of like this is unoriginal or this is an L, at least spend a couple sentences saying why that's the case, right? That's how discourse works. I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, if you're still hearing this, then that means I was right. Now, the stereotype is obviously Demoman. That's just how it is. There's not much I can do about that. But just for you, future commenter who wants me to be more original, I've done something a little bit special.
Dude, they're doing the MasterCard thing. All hail the troll for Demoman.
If you want to hear the song without having to listen to me talk first, you can go check out the full track over on my music channel. Oh, and since you were so adamant about it being ear rape, I've included a free lossless audio codec or FLAC file for you to download.
That's dedication.
It's the audio equivalent of a 4K image, so basically the opposite of ear rape. I hope that was original enough for you. Oh, and one more thing. I know some of you are inevitably going to say, oh, but SoundSmith, how do we know you recorded this when you did? Can you prove it? And, man, I don't know. I
get the sense of it. I get why people ask this, but it's also one of those things where it's like, it is such a minute detail that it really doesn't matter. The only situation in which something like this, the read date actually becomes relevant, is if somebody like is trying to be disingenuous, right? Like, let's say, I don't know, heavy update drops tomorrow, right? And somebody recorded a thing predicting heavy, the quote unquote heavy update patch notes, right? But they like read it after the patch notes went live, and they're like, oh, well, this is what's gonna happen, right? I don't know, like there's some weird thing where they're like someone's trying to actively like pull the wool over your eyes and be disingenuous. At that point, then, because integrity of the content comes into question, then you can question, reasonably so, when something was recorded. Like, bro, this is all in good fun. Like, this, wild.
I just really wish that there was a way that I could show you, that I could just prove that I was actually recording this when I was. Oh, wait.
It'd be really cool. Oh, wait a minute.
That's going to do it for this episode. Again, sorry it took me so long to finish this one. That whole orchestral arrangement thing took me way longer than I thought it would.
I can appreciate it.
Hopefully it was worth the wait. Now, if I missed your favorite hat this time around, make sure to let me know in the comments so that I can put it in the honorable mentions video at the end of this series. Oh, and also, quick reminder that Heavy is up next, so if there's a hat that you want to see for him, make sure to let me know that as well. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for Sandwich Heavy. What is it, the snack stack or whatever? I love that. I have an unusual one. No, I think I have a strange one. I need to get an unusual one. Oh, I need to get more, like, crab spy unusual stuff. I do have an unusual disco taunt for spy, and that honestly has gotten a lot of mileage on stream. That's been pretty fun. But I like this. I thought this was great. It's cool to see a lot of these hats. I might have to go pick up the funny Demoman hat that's it's unlocked on all classes. And keep in mind, this is just my subjective thing, right? As somebody pointed out, when a hat becomes unlocked, it does technically gain value in the economy because more classes can use it, therefore making it more desirable. Supply and demand, right? Basic rules of economic supply. While I feel it kind of dilutes some of the personality, that's just a subjective opinion with someone who's put in probably 100 hours at most, right? Like, I'm by no means an authority, and we're all here for some good fun. But thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Definitely go check out SoundSmith, especially if you have not. I will also say that I don't want to put the link to his... I'll put the link to his music channel in the description. I'm going to try to remember that. But the link to the actual soundtrack, I feel that I'm going to leave on the original video, which you should definitely check out. That I just don't want to make sure that, I'm not copying people's links without their express permission. I want to also make sure that if there is something with that link that checks traffic, I don't really know enough about how links work, if I'm being completely honest. I want to make sure that that's being retained and preserved. But thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one.